Hello and welcome to yet another technical update. This time around it is about Axis OS 13, including the planned breaking changes. My name is Andre and today with me I have Turgut, and together we are part of the Axis OS product management team.
Hello and thank you for tuning in. Today we are looking ahead to the future of AxisOS, the exciting directions we are taking with version 13. While the official release of AxisOS 13.0 is set for September 2026, we are thrilled to announce that preview builds of AxisOS 13 are becoming available now in April, as we promised.
That's right. Let's take a closer look at where we are in the Axis OS lifecycle, what Axis OS 13 will bring, and how customers can benefit from that. Also, in this session, we will be covering the planned breaking changes that come with Axis OS 13.
We won't be able to cover every innovation in this video, but we will highlight the most impactful changes that will help you to get more out of your Axis devices. Let's get into. Who is this for? This content addresses our entire ecosystem and portfolio. The information is helpful for our partners, system integrators, and customers that are managing AXOS network products. AXOS is the fundamental component that defines the Axis experience, impacting every user and every device in our ecosystem. So the following content is literally for everyone that works with Axis products. At its heart, AXOS is a purpose-built, Linux-based platform designed to empower our network devices. It's built on three main pillars. We set the highest standard for cybersecurity to keep our devices and data safe and ensure AXOS 13 complies with new legislations. We will be supporting safer authentication mechanism and delivering critical patches on time, ensuring seamless integration across your entire system with major APIs and following the industry standards. With Access 13, more modern APIs are coming, alongside Enchant cloud integration and support for the new OMNI Profile V. Our goal is to ensure our technology remains native, forward-looking component of any modern IT environment. Last but not least, delivering long-term value through a predictable lifecycle. As we say, think of it like a car that gets faster yet consumes less fuel, becoming more efficient the more you drive it. That is our promise as AXOS. It is designed to get better with every release. Even on limited embedded hardware, we continuously boost performance and cybersecurity. This commitment is backed by our clear support lifecycle and end of software support date from day one, providing formal guarantee that we will protect and maintain your device for years to come, delivering true long-term peace of mind. It's more than just a software. It's the foundation of reliable and secure access experience.
Let's start with taking a look at where we actually are in the Axis OS lifecycle and what happens next. In short, we're closing concluding the Axis OS 12 lifecycle and getting ready to upgrade to the next major version of Axis OS 13. But before that, we have a couple of milestones yet to achieve. First thing is, in late April, we're going to publish Axis OS 13.0 preview builds for everyone to test and provide feedback. The goal with the 13.0 preview build is to allow kickstarting the migration from Axis OS 12 to 13 as early as possible for our customers, partners, and their systems. Next up then in June is the Axis OS 12.11 release, which is the last major release of the Axis OS 12 lifecycle. The Axis OS 12.11 release will be the base for the coming 2026 LTS track that we're going to create in September. We would recommend customers to migrate to the 12.11 LTS track already from June on. And then, last but not least, in October, we're going to start the Axis OS 13 lifecycle with a 13.0 release with guaranteed feature growth long into 2028. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the upcoming benefits of Axis OS 13 and the great things we have in our long-term roadmap. So to start with, customers can be assured that Axis OS 13 will be meeting all the demanding requirements from international cybersecurity compliance. As we know, governments across the world are driving a very stringent IoT security agenda, which we will be complying to. As part of that, for our great ACAP application developing ecosystem, we will introduce secure mechanisms to ensure integrity and traceability of apps running on the device. Furthermore, We're going to continue the journey in integrating access network devices into customer centralized IT systems, ensuring access products follow your IT policies and are entrusted with being on the network. This will enable your IT team to better monitor, supervise, and manage access products accordingly. Features such as OAuth 2 for centralized login, firewall for microsegmentation, and zero trust onboarding has been a great success so far, and we want to invest more in this area over time. Also, we're going to start looking into post-quantum crypto to ensure access network products will be resilient to the expected technological revolution and the impact on cybersecurity overall that will come with PQC computers.
Yes, let's look into other improvements that is coming with AXOS 13. We will address the year 2038 problem, a critical time computational error that could cause 32-bit systems to fail. While 2038 feels distant, many access devices are built for a decade or more of a service, and some device certificates may already extend towards that date. This means failures could happen before 2038. While most of the 64-bit systems are safe, legacy binaries in the code can still fail, and for 32-bit products, significant software adjustments are required. To proactively protect your investment, AXOS 13 introduced a fundamental architectural shift to 64-bit timing. It's not just a patch, it's an essential foundation for long-term stability. Because this is a deep system change, all 32-bit ACAP applications must be recompiled for compatibility. Our work won't end with AXOS 13.0. We will continue testing to ensure no 32-bit time references remain in our code. To be clear, we are not promising every device will be supported until 2038, but we are guaranteeing that they won't turn into bricks due to this specific time wrap issue. We are building for future today. Next, let's talk about Vapix 4. We introduced this new generation to fundamentally streamline how you could configure and manage your devices. Historically, Vapix used a mix of different technologies like GET, POST, SOAP, JSON RPC, which created complexity for developers and made it difficult to manage devices at scale. Since AXOS 11, we have been transitioned into a unified device configuration framework, and with AXOS 13, it's now official. All new configuration APIs will follow modern, RESTful JSON Open API specifications. In practice, this brings massive benefits. You get consistent look and feel, so you no longer need to master each individual API. Better yet, the framework itself now handles the integration into our import-export device configuration feature and audit logs, making it automatic and reliable for Access developers and our users. We have even included a built in Swagger UI for direct interaction and documentation. I want to highlight that this isn't a sudden shift. We have been working on this for over 3 years. We are carefully adapting to OpenAPI standard, a major 10-year-old specification that is still expanding, to ensure our integration remains best in class and future-proof. This is a long-term commitment.
Thank you, Turgut. Now, let me address the elephant in the room, the breaking changes that will come when going from Access OS 12 to Access OS 13. And as it was with 12, in 13, we will also have a couple of more fundamental changes that could disrupt systems and installations if not carefully taken into account. So, it is important to review, understand, and test the Access OS 13 breaking changes before deploying it into production system. As the majority of breaking changes are related to cybersecurity, it is worth noticing that many of them come with no possibility for the user to opt out either, meaning that we cannot make certain breaking changes configurable so that you could revert them again. This is to ensure that access products do comply with international compliance that is set by governments across the globe. These changes will significantly increase the cybersecurity posture and ideally should make your life easier as you don't have to invest more time in, for instance, configuring the device. And here comes the cheat sheet listing the most noticeable changes we're going to implement in Access OS 13. And with that, we also have highlighted for you the changes that perhaps could create the most friction. And now, Turgut will be spending some time in the following slide providing us with good guidance on how to approach these systematically. So please take it away, Turgut.
So let's summarize the key takeaways and your next steps. First, all the critical information is ready for you. The complete guide to breaking chains and preliminary list of products scheduled to receive AXOS 13 are published on AXIS portal. Second, the AXOS 13 previews are available now for all the devices in the preliminary list. I want to be very clear. These previews are designed for your staging environments to help you to test and adapt to upcoming changes. They are not intended for live surveillance systems. Your call to actions is to begin testing. Use the preview to validate your key integrations, whether it's your VMS, your custom ACAP applications, or other connected systems. And start the conversation with your integration partners about their support for AXOS 13. We understand this is a significant transition. If you decide you or your integrations are not ready for the upgrade in September, we have a solution. The AXOS 2026 LTS tracks will be released concurrently. You can stay on this long-term support track to ensure compatibility until your entire ecosystem is ready for AXOS 13. To stay informed, the best way is to subscribe to our email notification service. And of course, if you have any questions, please reach out to local Axis representative or Axis help desk. All the links for portal, product list, and support contacts are in the video description below. Thank you for your time.
And this concludes the session for today.
Again, for the complete technical breakdown, please head over to the AXOS portal. It's the best place to find the full documentation.
It was a pleasure talking with you today about Axis OS 13, Turgut. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Andre. The pleasure is mine. See you soon. Until then, take care and goodbye.